Economic Justice. Welcome to this rigorous course at St. Peter's Prep. It's a third level or junior year course that involves a great deal of online learning. In today's discussion, I'd like to address two themes. Why are we doing a great deal of online learning in this class? And what is really involved in the topic of economic justice? You know, we have a long history at St. Peter's Prep of stressing critical thinking. Particularly in the junior year, you do a great deal of research projects, you do a great number of lab reports, and there's always that very famous 5-paragraph analytical essay that you're constantly writing in history classes, English classes, religion classes, even sometimes in math classes. There are a lot of different ways for people to do critical thinking, to do interpreting, analyzing, and creating, other ways than simply writing. We're going to explore those new ways through using online resources. You're going to discover as you conceive, design, implement web pages that there are a variety of ways for people to communicate their critical thoughts, to share their ideas. You're going to discover through the resources that we have online that there's a world of information out there. And more than information, a world of knowledge, a world of insight that you can tap into. And that will challenge you to sharpen, to deepen your critical thinking skills. The resources and tools that are online will provide new avenues, new pathways down which you can travel. And on those pathways, you'll discover what it's like to become an online conversation partner. And that even though the conversation might not quite be the kind of face-to-face conversation that you've always had in a traditional class, nonetheless, you will enter into an exchange with partners in a way that will really stretch your imagination for learning. So online learning is going to give us a chance to do some new things, to imagine in a new way what it means to be a critical thinker. Now let's shift over for a minute to economic justice. The class is rooted in the idea of economics, and economics comes from two Greek words, oikos and menos, both one meaning house and the other one meaning rules. So really economics is about house rules, how a person manages the time, the talents, and the treasures of their household. Now a household could be one person, a single individual. It could be an extended family, grandparents, parents, children living together. But in all instances, that house needs some rules to guide how they will create resources, how they will manage those resources for the benefit of all those living in the household, so that each member of the household can flourish. Now, towns and cities, states, nations, and countries, even multinational corporations, are all forms of households. They have their own sets of rules, and those rules can govern things as different as employment and multinational trade agreements. So economics deals with how do you create a marketplace, a place in which people exchange resources, in which people try to find what they need so that they can realize their potential and flourish. One of the essential things of economics is that in order for people to flourish, they need to be a part of communities. And it's in communities, are contributing to communities, that we discover who we are and what we have to give to the world. We discover the things that we need to make our lives. We call it making a living. Now the last thing I'd like to say about the economics is that the justice part comes in here. The justice part says, how do we use our ethical knowledge to try to discern what makes a marketplace a place in which people are indeed flourishing? What makes a marketplace just and right and good? So in this class, economic justice is going to be looking at how you imagine a marketplace that is just, what it looks like, how it operates, how it works. And you're going to go off through our online resources into a world of marketplaces to see people trying to create those communities in which people can flourish. Now in our future conversations, we'll be talking about the kind of assignments this class will involve you in and the kind of resources you'll be reading. I'll look forward to talking to you again soon.